Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be going over an event that's going to start today, and it is called the Perfect Pairings event. I'm not really sure what's going on in this. I have done a quick preview. It doesn't give away too much information, but it is going to be attached to a logging calendar seemingly lasting around 10 days. Let's get into the information. And it is called Perfect Pairings, and it says powerful pairs of potent opponents await players with perfect pairings. The event times are as follows. It starts on the 4th of February 2022 at 4 PM Pacific time, and it ends on the 13th of February 2022 at 4 PM Pacific time, so just around 10 days long, or just under 10 days long. Players can log in each day to collect rewards from the Perfect Pairings logging calendar, including Silver Mythics, Madeline, Maddox, and Gold Mythic Tokens. Each day, players can run a new act of the Perfect Pairings roadmap to face different pairings of fighters and be rewarded with Armory Tokens, Skill Trainers, Platinum Mods, and more Gold Mythic Tokens. So if we do look at the Perfect Pairings roadmap, you can see it's going to be structured kind of like we've had the roadmaps in the past, where you have to use an item to unlock it and you get 10 minutes to actually run it, but you don't have 10 minutes to run it in this situation. You have as much time as you need. It does cost world energy per stage, and you can see the rewards on the right hand side. You can see Silver Mythic Tokens, Mythic Recruit Tokens, Mod Scrap, Mythic Recruit Tokens, Random Silver Mythic, more Mythic Recruit Tokens, so on and so forth. And then once you complete the entire thing, which would be the act completion, you do get Gold Mythic Tokens. This is going to be the same for every single act, but the rewards will scale up. But you can see on stage 10, this is why I compare it to those ones where you unlock it and you have 10 minutes to complete. It is a boss stage, and it costs 20 world energy. You do get a random platinum mod for completing this. And this probably is going to be like the previous boss stages that we faced, but instead of it being a singular enemy, it's going to be the perfect pairing. So in the picture above, we saw like Rick and Laurie, so it could be a Rick and Laurie team together, and they're probably going to have kind of nutty stats. Control is always good against these sort of stages. They did do this once upon a time in the S-Class era, and that was actually really fun because they tweaked the stats quite heavily, so it was very important how you attacked each stage based on the enemy stats. You know, heavy defense, you would just go through it with things that bypass defense like Burn and Bleed. Heavy HP, you'd use things like Infection. Heavy attack, you'd use Control or Reflect or just something to stop the enemy from actually attacking. And it was like 3 characters on those like mini boss stages. That was actually fun. I can't remember what that was called. That was only ever done once. It was seemingly quite well received, and then we never saw it again. But these sort of boss things we've seen before in the events, but it has like just normally been like an Erica by herself or Harlan by herself. So it looks like they're kind of expanding it a little bit. You can see the next act opens on day, well, it unlocks after 1 day. So you have basically 1 act per day. You can see the rewards are going to increase quite drastically on the right hand side. 2 silver mythics, and then when we get extra, it's going to be the same amount of gold mythic tokens, but again another boss stage. The energy required to run it is going to be the same as well. We can keep scrolling down for act 3, unlocks after 2 days, and then you're going to see some other trainers just start popping in. Lilith in this one, and more gold mythic recruit tokens, another 1,500. Then the next one, Ulysses, is going to make an appearance, and we're going to get, what, 3 of those, and it is going to be another 1,500 gold mythic tokens. Another act comes in. Now it's 2 Liliths as the rewards instead of the singulars, and it will be a random crit set mod box. That's interesting. And the gold mythic tokens will also get boosted up to 2.5k now, so the grand total that we'll be sitting at right now is, I believe, 7,000 gold mythic tokens. We'll keep scrolling down. Now it's going to be double Ulysses as the rewards. As like, and then Cheeky Maddox, might have been a Cheeky Madeline in it above as well. Another 2,500. Try and keep track of the gold mythic tokens. These sort of rewards there. You're going to get a choice box between Lilith and Ulysses. I would definitely say Lilith's the one to go for there. Madeline is there. 5,000 gold mythic recruit tokens. Act 8 is going to unlock on day 7 effectively. You're going to see a lot of choice boxes. I think this choice, CB_002 is a choice box, and then we do have a Madeline and Maddox choice box. So it looks like you might be able to get yourself like 2 Madelines and a Maddox. and roughly just under 20,000. I think it comes to around about 19,000, unless the act before was 5,000 as well. Okay, it's going to be a little bit more. So it's going to be around about 25,000, just under 25,000, which isn't too bad. Is there going to be anything else? Oh, it's going to be the logging calendar as well. So the logging calendar does last for like 8 days, and you can see each day you're just going to get a little boost. Mythic tokens, 5 Ulysses, 10 Liliths. Mythic tokens again, Maddox, Madeline's Mythic tokens again, 2 choice silver tokens, and then 10,000 gold Mythic tokens again. So around about 35,000 gold Mythic tokens, a couple of Maddox, a couple of Madelines. I think my numbers were about 20 Liliths. Maybe about 10 to 12 Ulysses. You don't need as many Ulysses as you need Liliths to level up skills. You need the same amount of Maddox and Madelines. But yeah, I mean, this seems actually pretty decent. Just as a little run through. Now, it could be really difficult. That's the one thing to say. These acts could be actually tough. Like the boss stages, we'll have to see how the combos work. If we scroll all the way back up to that picture, we see 3 combos right now. We do see Maggie and Glenn, Rick and Laurie, and then Alpha and Beta. Now, do you have any other guesses? Because I think there was 8 acts there, 7 or 8 acts. Do you have any other guesses of what potential pairings could be? Characters that potentially had relationships and could be in the same teams. For instance, Romanov and Ivanova, I believe, are in a relationship. So have Ezekiel and Michonne, Tyrese and Michonne, I think, as well. Rick and Andrea, so you could potentially have like Command Rick with Andrea 2000. So it's like the 2000 effective combo, and that could be pretty brutal. There's definitely going to be some potential duos here. So do give me your thoughts on the kind of duos we're going to have. Do you like these kind of like puzzle events? Like I see these be a bit more puzzle based. I think if they're going to go forward with this sort of thing though, it would be cool if it was just a boss stage rather than the stuff that leads up to it. I don't think it's terrible as long as it's only like 1 wave per stage, just in terms of time consumption. I really liked running the NWO story roadmap because it was only 1 wave per stage. It was awesome. So you got through it quickly. It was more about the story rather than having to kill 5 waves of walkers every time, which is just like, why? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? So I don't mind this too much at all. The rewards look pretty good. Just a little trickle. We're getting quite a boost of Gold Mythic tokens though. And I'm still under the theory. This is my theory, guys. I think we're still going to see 1 more Gold Rush before War of Champions. That's my thoughts. Like I say, do leave your thoughts on this event or a potential upcoming Gold Rush event in the comments down below. And any sort of tweaks and changes you would like to see to this, this style of event. We'll see how it's going to play out though. It is going to happen during the war weekend, which I can see quite a few people being a bit annoyed about, but I don't think this is going to be too time consuming. We'll have to wait and see. That is the end of my video though, guys. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.